The School of the Performing Arts in the Richmond community, better known as SPARC, invaded Richmond's historic landmark theater with its 11 months in the making production known as Live Art, where local children teamed up with world-renowned recording artists in one big show.
Live Art was the brainchild of our Director of Education, Erin Thomas Foley. It was cooked up it was about 3 years ago. She came up with the idea, floated it with some of us among the SPARC staff, and she wanted to bring students with both disabilities and those that are typically developing together in an inclusive environment. Something that's never been done here in Richmond and frankly not been done a lot in the United States. There are several other inclusive arts education programs, but none of them end with a huge show like this. And so we are really unique, and we're charting a new course here, and we have a lot of help and a lot of friends who are helping us do it.
The children were, of course, the main stars of this production, but several of Hanover's own homegrown talents were involved in the live art performance, including Katie Lang's pianist, Daniel Clark. Clark is a graduate of Atlee High School, and he discussed the importance of his education in Hanover.
I had a great time at Atlee. I acted in the plays with those guys, and had a great band director and choir director, Mr. Dalton, and George Sadler. Come on, man, good people of this world. So I had some really good leadership when I was young, and my dad was a great musician as well, so I just kind of came up around, was fortunate enough to come up around a lot of talented cats. There's a lot of talent that comes from Mechanicsville. It's insane. Sorry. I mean, not that I'm part of that, but I play the piano.
Music composer Samson Tren, another Atlee graduate, was a tremendous part of this event, and he talked about how his education in Hanover County influenced his career choice.
I transferred to Hanover when I went to middle school, and I have to say, George Sadler, who was the principal at Hanover High School, and before that he was our Daniel Clark's, Don Kraft, and myself. He was our band director, and you also had Jim Dalton, who was there, and Barry Flo, who was out at at the time he was out at Patrick Henry High School. And all of those figures, specifically George Sadler, influenced just my musical career.
The production's bass trombone player, Don Crafton, also attended Atlee and attributes his current success to his Hanover education.
I'd say it was the main influence in my being here and what I do today. I had a great time learning to play the trombone, playing in the band under George Sadler. He was my band director at Atlee and at Chickahominy, and he was just a huge influence, and got me really motivated into music, and it was my choice to go into music education and performance.
In addition to these musicians, Mechanicsville's own Jason Mraz was a headline artist at Live Art. Mr. Ripperton discussed the overall impact of such a wonderful event.
Oh, this production is life-changing for all of us who are involved. It always seemed like kind of a crazy idea, and as we started talking to friends in the community about whether we might be able to pull it off, everybody said, "That's crazy, but I think you might be able to do it." And it takes a village, it really does. There are over 150 professional adults involved in bringing this thing together all over this 48-hour period. And so it takes a huge amount of work and a huge amount of passion, but it is changing all of our lives.
I am Jordan Howard reporting for TV99 News.